Beautiful.
Right, so let me introduce my beautiful soul sister, spirit sister, Jane
Hi,
Anderson,
everyone.
who is coming live from Alice Springs.
I
Mm.
am. I'm just on the outskirts of Alice Springs. Mandotua is the Indigenous name.
Mm.
And I'm staying at the beautiful Campfire in the Heart Resort Centre.
Mm.
It's
I
really a
was
gorgeous sanctuary. I feel
beautiful.
very lucky.
Yeah, I was there
Absolutely.
with you just, was it last year?
Last August, yes. You were,
Yeah.
Mel. Thank you for being
Mm. Yeah, it's a
here.
powerful place. So
It is.
Jane is
Yes.
going to share with us soon her journey to the heart while she sits at campfire to the heart,
Yes.
in the heart,
Campfire in the Heart.
in the heart.
In my little volunteers caravan where I'm living for 3 months.
Mm. Can't wait to hear more about your
Yeah,
story.
thank
So,
you.
just to let everyone know that this podcast, the White Out podcast with me, Mel Craven, is all about connecting with authentic stories from people who have inspired me and others on their journeys. And I've just woke up one day with this burning desire to elevate their voices and to share people's truths. So the symbol of that hour is about piercing the darkness with truth, because sometimes life can feel dark. And there is an element in most of my conversations about mental health and overcoming personal challenges in our lives, and
Hey,
the yeah, and the different ways people have used their connection to spirit, to earth, to mindfulness to overcome challenges and to rise like the goddess. And so Jane has been one of these inspirational mentors in my life. So I'm
oh,
very, very, very
thank you.
excited and blessed to have this conversation with you. I know you have been an integral part of many people's stories of awakening and coming home to their hearts and their connection to earth and earth medicine. And I first came across your amazing work with my other sister Tracy when we made a drum together.
Yes,
Yeah. So
thank
a
you. Yes.
beautiful kangaroo skin healing drum, which I carry with me and use now. And yeah, that led me on the journey to get to know you more. So I would love for you to share, because it's all about you, not me.
Oh, it's,
your, yeah, your, wherever you want to start in just describing who you are. You can start with where you are now, or you can start with your early beginnings.
well, thank you, Mel. Deep gratitude for having me on today. And I feel very honoured and wish to honour your work and your vision and steadfastness in offering this to the world. I think it's really important. Oh, yeah. So my journey with earth medicine consciously goes back to around 1998, 1999. And at the time I was living in southern Tasmania and I had two young children at the time. And I came across an adult education pamphlet. And in that pamphlet was an advertisement for Moon Lodge. And I'd never heard of Moon Lodge. I had no idea what it meant, but my heart went, you need to go to this. And it was so strong and I was so excited and I couldn't wait. And it was like 4 weeks before it even began. And I signed up and I had the pamphlet on my dressing table open and I'd walk past it numerous times a day and go, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to go to Moon Lodge. So I arrived at Moon Lodge, quite nervous, very open, excited. I sat in sacred circle with the late Rita Morningstar, who became my teacher and mentor for earth medicine. And as soon as she started playing her drum, her medicine drum, and singing the song Mother Earth, I had tears streaming down my face.
Oh, I've got goosebumps listening to you just recall that moment.
A beautiful large circle of women, and I think a few of us were crying, and I felt like I'd come home. It was so new but so familiar to me. It was so very powerful that from that moment she started drumming and singing, I think somewhere in me I knew this was the start of something very, very important for me personally. And there it was. So I continued and I finished the TAFE course with her, which was 4 Saturdays in a row. And then after that, she invited us to go every Tuesday night to her home and have sacred circle. So every Tuesday night for at least 2-3 years, maybe, I sat in that sacred circle with men and women, and we learned to drum and sing and share stories. And we went deep within and meditated into our caves, into our metaphorical caves where we meditate and go in and look what needs to be looked at. So from there, we made our own drum, and my first drum, and it was very natural for me to sing and drum at the same time. And I felt very comfortable there, and I loved every second of that space. And about 2-3 years later, Rita moved on, and I was sitting in my kitchen one morning doing some beadwork, and I just hear a voice in my head saying, "You can teach Moon Lodge." And I was so happy. Like this boy, I didn't go, "Oh no, not me, you're kidding," it was an instant yes. And I was so excited, and I literally got on the phone that day and rang my mother-in-law, Faye, in Penguin, and said, "Can I use your art studio for a Moon Lodge workshop?" And she's like, "Yes." So yes. And there it was. We organised this event a few weeks or months later, and I started teaching Moon Lodge to women. And the Moon Lodge is, in Native American terms, a place where women gather and meet each month during their menstruation. So it was a time of going in, letting go through the body function, and meditating and visioning for the people. So in a modern context, obviously we don't have domed dwellings or teepees to go in, or some societies still do. But where we were, we had a room. And of course, we weren't all menstruating at the same time, but we gathered together. I think it was probably a new moon. And I started teaching the songs and the earth medicine ways that Rita had taught me. And we delved into the medicine wheel, how we are all walking the medicine wheel of life. We start in the east with Brother Eagle, and we move to the south in our childhood, and we move to the west in our adulthood, and into the north during our elderhood, old age, and wisdom. And the cycle of life continues. So Moon Lodge and women's business was the beginning of this journey for me. Very grateful and very helpful when you're a young mother and have young children.
Yes. How did that impact your life as a mother, stumbling into, or not stumbling, being divinely called into meeting Rita Morningstar and then becoming your own Moon Lodge leader?
It helped in so many levels and layers. It made me realise that you do need to honour your body cycles and have time out. And in whatever way you can do that, make it happen. Trust that you can have time out. I know for a lot of people it seems impossible. Put it out there. Ask for an hour. Ask for half a day. Ask for a day out, time out to rest your body. And maybe all you need to do is lie in the bed all day with a cup of tea. It doesn't have to be all deep and meaningful. Just let the body rest and breathe. So yeah, I learnt to rest and have time out and to leave home when I felt like crazy woman was knocking on the door. And my dear partner Jared knows very well that when crazy woman knocks on the door, it is really, really good to get her out of there for a day at least.
I can
Adios.
so relate to that.
Yeah.
We all have our crazy woman as part of our
Yes.
personality. Yeah, so honoring your own cycles. Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
so profound. So tell me more about your connection to this earth medicine and where the journey took you.
Sure. So over time, like the drive and the feeling and the heart to just keep this wheel rolling was the feeling was so strong in me. It's like I didn't even have a choice. I was very steadfast in organising workshops and started to make drums with people and offering sacred circle workshops and then eventually earth medicine workshops. For me personally, it opened the spirit eyes to this reality and the earth medicine that we live in. So it's about looking to nature as your mirror and guide. Literally, we walk through quite often, and generally speaking, a little disconnected or not aware of this realm. This reality is always speaking to us. It always has medicine to share, and if we open and silent and aware to look, to stop, listen and look, and acknowledge the lessons of nature, where there is just this infinite well of knowledge and beauty and healing and medicine for us to help us in our daily life, to give us strength, to give us hope, to allow us to trust.
Trust comes up
It's
a
hard.
lot.
Life is hard.
Yes.
Life throws so much at us, and we are constantly, well, quite often challenged. So between the good bits and the bad bits, you know, sit with nature, sit with a tree. What is that bird telling me that come and flew past me quickly? What is that little caterpillar telling me? What is the bug on the bathroom wall telling me? Like, it's there, it's a sign. Every animal from native traditions, and not just Native American, all traditions, Australian, Indigenous, Tibetan, Nepalese, everywhere. Everyone has Indigenous culture and knowledge. So if we look in the sky and there's a beautiful eagle circling above us, what a blessing, what a gift. And what does eagle teach us? Well, how do we figure that out? We look to what the eagle is doing, number one. The eagle is circling high above, and the eagle has the best eyesight of any animal on our planet Earth. So it's about vision and honing in on what you want with deep, deep clarity. The eagle is the gatekeeper of the east on the medicine wheel. So he symbolizes the dawn, the sun rising, the rebirth every day, a new beginning, a new start, birth on the physical wheel. So we look to eagle and go, brother, what can you teach me? And he goes, well, oh, you're back. He goes, it's a new day, Jane. Anything is possible.
Oh, okay, I want to ask you about your anything is possible, because it looks like you're just hanging up your washing, but I know you're not.
My pink wind sheet up.
Yeah, behind Jane, if you're just listening to this, is a little pink wind cheater hanging on a clothes.
On the blind in the caravan.
Yeah. Do you want to explain that? Because I love that story.
Yes, I will explain the pink jumper. So when I was working down at Uluru last year, which is just outside the Uluru and Caratuda National Park in the Northern Territory. I was walking just over the sandy path to the shopping centre there, and I come across this jumper all crumpled up on the path in front of me. And I think I'll pick it up and put it up so maybe the family will come past and find the jumper. So I pick it up and read it and instantly go, wow, what a fantastic message. I feel really strongly I need to keep this jumper. Thank you. To me, the pink represents the grandmother love, wisdom, and the message, of course, is very meaningful and powerful.
And it's anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
That's powerful.
It is. So be careful what you manifest and what you call in. Anything is possible. So if you wish for stability, financial security, if you wish for your dreams to manifest, for your visions to manifest, start trusting the process that you are and you have the power to create in your life that which you desire, your passion. What is it? We all have a purpose. We're all in exactly the right place to make all the difference in the world. That's a quote from somewhere, I remember. We are all placed perfectly, and never ever deny your gifts. And you you may be working in a hospital, you may be very humbly servicing other people by being a cleaner or a bus driver, or just really humble work, which I've done most of my life. And it's about the words you speak. It's about the energy you bring. And it could be as simple as giving someone a smile. That is your gift to the world. If you can smile, not just with your mouth, but your whole being and your eyes, if you can give someone a smile every day, a stranger on the street, that is your gift to the world. You don't have to be rich and famous.
No, and a smile, it says, I see you, doesn't it? It's like a lot of people don't feel seen. So actually stopping to smile and validate someone else's existence is powerful.
Indeed. And send it with love. Beautiful, unconditional love.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, trust in the process. Something that came to me working down at the national park last year was the 3 words: trust, allow, and love. And they have become my new motto for living.
It's a great motto. Trust, allow, live.
Love.
Love. Oh,
Love.
well.
But live is good too.
Trust,
so maybe
allow, love.
Live, love.
Well, that's how you live. You trust, allow, and love.
Yes, indeed. Yes. So yeah, it's earth medicine has been an integral part of my life. I could say that I probably and most likely would not still be here if it weren't for drumming and earth medicine. I went through a lot of dark times, particularly after a very traumatic event. I can't even remember. I think it was about 2013. And I was deeply traumatized by this event and went into deep, deep depression and eventually became suicidal. And it was the most hard journey, hideous depths of just, I didn't want to be here. What's the point? Why bother? It was very hard. So thankfully, I can thank a few things for still being here, plus earth medicine and drumming and connecting with my heart through the beat of that drum and keeping me grounded and in my body. I can also thank yoga. Yoga was a huge important aspect of me still being here. And it was hard practice, but it kept me in my body and in the moment.
Yeah, you did
So
Bikram, didn't you?
yeah, and I did
Yeah.
Bikram yoga, and I love it. It literally saved my life, so I'm eternally grateful. And the sweating is like that deep cleanse too as well, get the gunk out.
Yeah.
But for me, it really worked very well. It took a good year of deep yoga practice and Bikram, and I had hypnotherapy, and I had my earth medicine, and I had the love of my beautiful Jared and my children around me, and that kept me here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And tell me more about how the heartbeat of the drum kept you grounded, because that's such an integral part, I think, of your story.
Yes.
Because it's not just a drum. There's more
No,
to
it
it.
is not. There certainly is. Medicine drums, as the name implies, have medicine. They have energy for healing. So the drums themselves are a round hoop, and this hoop represents the circle of life, the medicine wheel. It represents Mama Earth and the moon and the sun. So it's all and everything that sustains us. The skin that we use and honor the animal that has died to create the drum. You may use a goat or a kangaroo or a deer or a cow. We are honoring the life of that animal by gifting it life through the drum. So instead of wasting that skin, we use it for a beautiful tool, a medicine gift. So I have deer skin and a goat skin drum. So goat medicine. So we look to the animal. What's it telling us? How does a goat behave? Number one, they're very cute and they play and they have fun. They provide milk, they nurture. They are steadfast. They are four-legged beings. They are balanced on the earth. They are grounded. They rely on the earth to survive. We can think of maybe a mountain goat and how it has to balance, and that amazing ability it has to balance on sides of mountains. Wow. That is holding on. That is grounded. That is balance, agility, a dexterity. It's amazing to even fathom that these animals can survive. It's also far-sightedness and vision. So what can you see from the mountain? What does your future hold for you? Oh yeah, I would really love to be able to manifest running retreats in the Northern Territory. This is the calling. I feel really strongly. I have this vision. Call on goat. Play your goat drum. Trust in the process. I am going to allow this into my life. I'm not going to say no. Oh, that's a silly idea. I'd have to leave home. Oh, where would I live? How would I support myself? I'm just going to open my heart to that thought and that vision and go, yes, I will do that. And that is what I did for myself. I come up here last year. I'd actually arranged retreats to run before I worked here or knew what I'd be doing. It was a bit back the front.
Yeah.
But I just had to come. And I knew deep down it would all work out somehow. So I came up and I worked as a cleaner at the campground at Ayers Rock Resort, knowing it was temporary, but I don't know how, but I'm going to somehow manifest something more enjoyable for myself. I knew it was a stepping stone and I would work in this role and this service, but it was temporary. And then it all fell into place. I met the right people in exactly the right time. It was very serendipitous. I met a beautiful tour guide out at Uluru one day. He was standing alone waiting for a spiritual group that had come up to Uluru. And I could hear them in the distance, and he was standing back and allowing them to do their process and their ceremony. And this beautiful young man was just standing there, and I walked up to him and introduced myself, and I said, "Hello, how are you?" And immediately it just flew out of my mouth. I said to him, "Oh, do you know how I might be able to become a tour guide up here?" And he immediately said, "Oh, yeah, give me your email. I'll give you mine. Let's email. I'll talk to my manager." And there it was. It was that
Wow.
easy.
Yes.
It was that easy. And
Mm.
can I just say, and I'm the deepest gratitude to this young man, he was the most authentic energy. I don't know, he was just special. I could say his name, Dan. His name was Dan. And I just felt he was plopped in there just at the right time. And it all flowed from there. So I literally 3 weeks later, I was training to be a tour guide at the Uluru and Caratuda National Park going, oh, this is,
Thank you, goat.
thank you, goat. Medicine. Indeed.
Wow. That
Indeed.
is such an inspiring lesson for us all in trust and allowing and not
Indeed.
worrying about how it's going to work out, because there you are cleaning at
Yes.
Ayers Rock. It was probably really
Yes.
hot at the resort, Ayers Rock Resort, really wanting to do something completely different. And 3 weeks later, there you were. So did it take
Indeed.
long to train as a tour guide?
It took as long as it to finish the course. So to be a tour guide in the park, you need to finish the Uluru Caratuda Knowledge for Tour Guides course through Charles Darwin Uni. Usually they give you 6 months, but I had to do it in 6 weeks. Still fast.
Because you do
So
things fast.
yes, but the manager said, the tour guide manager said, "Oh, you have to do it in 6 weeks." And like inside me, I just like, ooh. But it was
Yes.
just so beautiful because I will go out as a trainee with the experienced tour guides, sit along on the tours, get paid for it. So you get paid to train. I would say to anyone, if you want an adventure, get up there or wherever you want to be and trust, because you will be given opportunities. I'd sit there as a trainee and soak up all the knowledge, and we'd go and watch the sunrise every morning, and then we'd walk into Walpa Gorge at Caratuda or around Uluru or into Mutajulu Waterhole, and I would just soak up all this knowledge in the background, getting paid to do it. And I was studying in the afternoon, so I would get the course rolling. And by the end of the 6 weeks, I was so ready to do my own tours. It was so
Yes.
exciting. So, yeah.
So what did you learn? And the people up there, tell me a little bit about the Indigenous Anangu people and some of the learnings and
Absolutely.
knowledge.
The Anangu mean the people of the Western Desert region. So you have Pitjantjatjara, Luritja, and there's 2 other, Nunkanjara. So it's the lands in that area. They are the people of that desert region in the park and around Uluru Caratuda National Park. The Anangu people were handed back the Uluru Caratuda National Park back in 1985 by the Honourable Bob Hawke. So they are owners and caretakers of the park. They are very, very humble people, very quiet. They walk so gracefully. They have more knowledge than we could ever imagine to even understand. I learned through the course and through being up there, we have permission to share creation stories, the Anangu creation stories. There's only 3. They give permission for 3 of them. I'm sure there's hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
And we get given those stories at the Chi-Chi level. That's the Pitjantjatjara word for child, Chi-Chi. So you have the Chi-Chi level. So we share those Chi-Chi level stories with visitors into the park on our tours. And all of the 3 stories that we've given permission to share have morals for good living. And basically these stories tell us to listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, trust yourself, move on your intuition. Go, when your gut says this, go and work on it. Go and check it out. When you start something important to you, really important, see it through to the end. See it through to the full cycle. If it's really important, don't give up, even through hard times. Cling there, hold it, because deep down it was important for a reason. You started this project for a reason. The ripple effect of whatever you've been driven to do will be big, not only for yourself, it always starts here, for everyone around you. So see things through to completion. Don't give up. You have the support of earth medicine around you. If you're feeling like you can't go any further, go and sit under a tree and start praying. And that, it doesn't mean in a religious sense of any kind. It's just putting your words out there in energetic form to manifesting into your life that which you need. You need this to manifest your dreams. Other good morals for living.
Just before you go on, that brought tears to my eyes.
Oh, bless.
I'm like, oh, I felt like you're talking directly to me. And probably other people watching this. Yeah, that is such a deep message from their creation stories that I don't think I had really embodied before.
Very.
Thank you for sharing and for this knowledge being passed to us. It's such a blessing, isn't it?
Indeed. I feel so very lucky and very humble, and to share the stories with people. So when we visit Uluru, Karachuda, during the retreats, I share these stories at different locations around Uluru on site. They can only be shared on site and on country. I would never share them anywhere else. And there you feel the spirit of the story as well, because you're there. They should never be used for entertainment or to exaggerate or put pretty little lights around them. Just say it as it is, clear and plain and simple. And then the spirit does the rest.
Yes, the spirit of the land.
Exactly. So yes, I'm very honoured and grateful to the Anangu people, and that they have the courage to share with us stories, because they've had such a very horrific history. They've been treated very badly. And to me, that shows great courage. Yeah, what can you say? Like, because deep down, I suppose they know, and they say the time is now that we gather, that they share the knowledge with non-Indigenous people. So they know, the wisdom that they have and their deep knowing, no, it's time.
It's time, yeah. You froze a little bit then.
Yeah, to not.
So what did you say?
Yes, it's time to share the knowledge and come together.
Yeah, it's part of our consciousness rising right now, is for them to share these stories. Yeah.
So integral to coming back to basics, coming back to your heart, coming down out of your head, get down in your body and live in the earth, live in this reality, be here and now in this we all know how astoundingly beautiful Mother Earth is. She gets treated appallingly, but she still gives. No one should be going hungry. There are forces at work on this planet that if we can stick together, steadfast, with integrity, with love, with courage, and go, no, we don't accept this because our mother is showing us abundance and no one should be going without, and people shouldn't be trafficked, and people shouldn't be in slavery still. It's probably worse now than it ever has been, but it's all undercover.
Yeah.
So if those of us that have the lifestyles and the freedom and the knowledge and the resources to do something about it, let's go. Like, I'm effing sick of this.
Yeah, me too.
It's time to make a change and not feel that anything you do won't make a difference. If you stand up, if you speak your truth, if you do it with love, not hate or jealousy or ego, you and us and all of us will make a big change in this reality. It's energy, it's love, because evil is having a good go at it. And we're all over it. Turn the telly off, get in your own body, start drumming.
Yes, it's a revelation of the heart and of truth and being authentic. Yes, I turned the TV off. I'm so disconnected now from that charade.
Oh, it's a laugh. It's just like, come on, guys. It's just so ridiculous now, please. I mean, to some people, this might sound like, oh my goodness, she's off the head, right? But do you know what? What I'm speaking is ancient wisdoms and Indigenous truths. It's not me. I'm just relaying what's been said for millennia. And we've been blindfolded and blindsided and told other things, and that we should be materialistic and have a mortgage and go to work to drop dead, and then that's it. Like, great life, yeah.
Sounds fun. Let's do it.
Happy families. Everyone's having a great time.
Yeah.
Seriously.
There's no mental health issues. Everyone's abundant, fully cared for, and in love with their life. Yeah, there is a better way.
There's a better way, and it's a simple way, but a powerful way. Yeah. So, like, just tap into the heart. The heart voice, drop out of the mind into the body. What's this saying? It's that little voice that nags you with things you might not want to hear. I mean, I'm not perfect. I've band-aided my life with many glasses of wine. I'm a human. I will not pretend to be some saint or guru. I'm just me, and anyone who knows me, I'm just Jane doing a shit, and I'm doing my little bit.
A big bit, I'd have to say. It's a little bit, but it's like you said, the ripple effect, and I know the ripples going out from you are just massive, creating a tidal wave, really.
All of you that I've met on the path and that have supported me and shown me that I'm doing what I'm meant to do. So I'm really very, very grateful, because I have had doubts. So what am I doing? But always that voice I have, it's really, like I said earlier, feel like I have no choice, in a good way, not in a pushy way. It's that, you're just here to do this life.
Yeah. And isn't it true that when you follow those little nigglings, it's like such a blissful feeling when you're on your soul path or your mission, or for want of a better word, your truth, when you're on that path. Yeah. It doesn't matter how crazy it is, because it just feels so good.
Yeah, it does. I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy. I'm not happy. I'm happy to be offering the gifts. Yeah, I would say I'm probably the happiest I've been for many years right now. I allowed myself to be in the Northern Territory. I'm so grateful to my partner, Jared, who we've been together for so long. He says to me, Jane, it's all right. You just need to do Jane. And he gives me that freedom to go. So I know that's not that easy for everyone. So I'm
It's
so
beautiful.
lucky.
He allows you to be your authentic self. He holds space for that. Okay, wow. I really find this because it's so simple, people can do this right now. What would you say to anybody that wants to connect with earth medicine? Like, first of all, just how they can do it where they are, and then maybe after that, you can talk about if they want to connect with you and go deeper.
Sure. When you're speaking, I just saw lie on the earth on your belly, bare belly. Start with the belly touching the Mama Earth.
Yeah.
She's constantly radiating love. And don't try to make anything happen. Just be there on the earth on your belly. Let the Mama Earth hold you. Take all your weight. Take deep breaths in and out. Let your body sink. And just stay there for as long as you can. Start having ritual in your life. For me, I get up, not always at dawn, but when I get up, I have a smudging ritual. I will use some white sage and I'll smudge my aura for the day to start anew. And I'll say a prayer for the day or my family or whatever comes. So start with ritual. Use the medicine of sage or whatever you have, incense, rosemary, cedar, whatever feels right for you, copal, whatever you have to use to cleanse yourself anew for each day. That is earth medicine. You're honoring the sun coming up, you're honoring the plant that you're using, the medicine of this plant. So ritual in simple ways, doesn't have to be elaborate. If you are so lucky to have a drum, start drumming more, sit on the earth and play the heartbeat. Boom, boom. The heartbeat is the first sound we hear. It's the first sound. It's the original sound, the heart. Connect with the heart, your heart, Mama Earth's heart, your mother's heart in the womb. That is where we came from. Okay, that is earth medicine. Through the drum, through your heart. If you don't have a drum, use sticks, use your hands, clap on the earth, tin can, bucket, doesn't matter. The intention is what matters.
Yeah.
Earth medicine. Start to really be aware of nature talking to you, around you as you move through your day. Become graceful. Have integrity. Stand tall with grace. You walk through nature and you see a sign, you see a bird, you see a slug, you see a snail. Take a minute to be with them. What do you have to tell me, brother? What do you have to tell me, sister? Take a deep breath, listen to the heart voice. And it might be something as simple as go and sit down and have a cup of tea and be silent and rest, because you do not always have to be moving or busy.
Yeah.
And then you have your herbal tea or your coffee or whatever you like and be with that drink. What am I drinking? What medicine am I taking in? So it's about being in the moment, being mindful, being aware. And of course, we're going to be dragged and pushed and pulled and distracted often. But when you get the reminder, make the most of it.
Yeah.
Okay, take a minute, take 30 seconds. If you find a feather, take that feather as a gift. What's the medicine of that feather? Find out what the bird is. Put some beads on it, honor it, wear it, put it on your altar. If you have an earth medicine altar is a good one. It can be very simple. Feather, a plant, a little bit of water, a candle. Take a moment each day to honor nature. And know that when you're with that altar, it is a mirror, a reflection back to you. You are that. You know, the other day I was thinking, and it's funny, it might be really obvious to people, but I thought when I die and my body goes back to the earth, oh yeah, we are literally part of the earth. It was like a more conscious remembering, conscious recognition. Well, I always knew I'd go back to the earth, but it was a deeper understanding of what that actually means.
Yes.
Here in the land everywhere, there have been bodies buried back in the earth, and they're helping the plants grow that you eat.
The whole cycle.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, I know it's so obvious, but it was this profound recognition of that. It was really good.
Well, if you stop to really acknowledge that we're earth, it does affect how you live, doesn't it? Because eventually you return to the earth. So where do you put your energy and attention? In gathering material wealth or in living from your heart? I think that's such a good message.
Yes, Mel, thank you. Living, not trying or struggling. And I know it's easier said than done. Any little bit you can do, any earthing, get out barefoot, walk barefoot as much as you can. Because it's very healing, it's good for sickness, it's a detoxification, it's connecting you to the magnetic fields of the earth and mama. She is your compass and gauge. She will help you walk on your good path. Really important every day if you can get out barefoot somewhere. Even if it's just in your home, at least you're barefoot.
Connect with the boards and the fibres, natural fibres in your house if it's too cold outside, and touch a little pot plant with your hands, breathe in the scent of a flower.
Absolutely.
I like rocks, holding rocks, bringing them into the house, and you can just pick them up.
Absolutely. Anything from nature. A rock, a feather, a stick.
Yeah, they're really easy, accessible ways people can begin their earth medicine journey at home. And if they do want to dive deeper and connect with you, what are you offering at the moment?
I have at the moment the Heart Red Center retreats on offer. I pray that I can offer more over time. So this year I have Heart Red Center retreat at the end of June and one in August. They're currently both full, but if you want to go on the wait list, please let me know. If you want to create your own adventure, I'm here. Come and I will take you on a retreat. Gather your friends. Let's do your own adventure. I just want to do more. I wish I could do 4, 5, 6 a year and just be doing this with people, sharing this medicine. Please come to the Northern Territory. It's the heart of a country. It is a beautiful, powerful place full of love, deep, deep ancient wisdom. For whatever reason you feel like you need to be here, this place will open your heart. It will help you let go. It will trigger your creativity. And yet at the same time, you can be in awe of this amazing land. It is so beautiful. Heart Red Center retreats, and down in Tasmania, if you want to gather in Tasmania, I have the Bruny Island Heart Red Center retreat, Wisdom of the Red Center, in the first weekend in August. There's a few places left for that. But seriously, beautiful people, if you want to be here, let's talk. I would love to be doing more of this work up here with beautiful souls, because I'm here. I'm here for 3 months.
There you go. There's an invitation. Jane is there, so book your ticket.
Okay. Let's make this happen.
Make contact with Jane, and you can give
Yes.
them their own personal experience if there's a group.
Indeed.
Mm.
Thanks, Mel.
And online, have you got any courses going?
Oh, I haven't. No,
Okay.
no. But you know, I could mean if people want to talk, please get in contact. Let's talk. If you need a little inspiration, a little guidance, let's talk. I'm here. Always happy to have a talk about anything. Could I read a poem I wrote on the flight up here?
Of course, I'd love you to.
I was on the flight from Sydney to Alice Springs, and I just felt like, oh, I've got to write a poem. So I wrote this poem on the plane. So I arrived here last Tuesday, the 1st of April. And this is what comes.
Oh, it froze.
Trusting I'm in.
Start again, it froze.
Okay.
Okay, we're ready.
Yep. Mabantua, Alice Springs. Can you hear the airplane?
Yes.
Very loud.
Well, you were wrote this on an aeroplane.
Very useful. That's funny that I'm reading. Anyway. Trusting I'm in the right place. With grace I fly. Quietly, silent in the quartz cave, I leave the forest of home and re-enter the heart of the red centre. Path, sand, footprints, earth. I feel in between worlds, unsure but totally sure. Interested, curious in what is coming. Opportunity, places, faces. The gift of dance, romance with the desert herself. I am in quiet contemplation, examination, wondering and wandering. Barefoot amongst the ancient rocks, creation beings stand still and watch. I am small with a big heart, alert yet shy, open, awake to the spirits, spirits that move you, talk to you. Listen to the sounds of silence. Aho.
Aho. Oh, that was beautiful. I particularly like the part where you're kind of, well, I won't say the exact words, but the visual was in the unknown, in between worlds, in that silent place where creation and things become alive. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so there's a poetry book coming out next. Stay tuned for that.
That could be definitely a beautiful manifestation.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And tell me a bit about the art behind you if you want to. You don't have to.
Oh, yeah. So this whale mandala that came, all whales of the 4 directions, east, south, west, and north, the medicine wheel, the wheel of life. My little cute little whales. So whale medicine to me is ancestry, song lines, connecting to those before you. So this come through at a beautiful mandala workshop I did here in Alice Springs last week with beautiful Keisha, who is a mandala artist and has been for many years.
Yeah.
So that's representing the cycle of life and connecting with my ancestry, which, and remembering all aspects of myself, the mental body, the physical body, the emotional body, the spiritual body, That's the medicine wheel, represents all of that. It's many layers and levels of the medicine wheel. And I've had a lot of, it sounds so silly, but whale dreams or whale visions in the desert. I mean, this used to be a big ocean, so there were
so it's not silly.
That's not silly. So it's like the essence of the whale energies that swam in the oceans that covered this beautiful land 350 million years ago. If you can
just a little bit of time has passed.
Very long time. Yes. And the painting here, this is the snakes, the snake mandala, the shedding the old, letting go, transmutation, total recalibration, a total new start with just the earth and the bush and the sand and the red desert supporting that. And I can see a dancing woman in the corner. Can you see that?
Yes. Yeah.
Celebrating.
Yeah. That's it. I'm coming up to visit you to do mandalas. Actually, I am coming up to visit you. I booked my ticket.
Yay, fantastic.
Yes, I'm going to be coming up to the Unity camp to spend time with the women.
Yes, Unity camp is an opportunity to sit for nearly a week with Anangu elders on country in the Uluru National Park.
Oh, I feel that this is the time to do that. What an honor.
So excited, you're coming, you're here.
Well, I'll see you very soon. And anyone else that wants to come, contact Jane. She'll give you more information and let you know about her retreats and or I heard an invitation to just connect with you to figure out what you want to do together. So if there's something you feel you want to talk to Jane about.
Absolutely.
If anything resonated from her White Owl conversation with me today, please reach out. I'll put all the contact details for people below these posts. If you're listening on Spotify or podcast, just look in the notes. Yes. Okay. Oh, our time is drawn to an end. I could talk to you forever. Yeah. We've had some beautiful people watching, including
Thanks,
Helen.
everyone.
Yeah, big shout out to Helen, who's running a drumming circle here in Tasmania.
Go, Helen. You got it. Own it. You got it. Lucky people.
And my beautiful friend Jay is watching from Queensland. Okay. Well, thank you so much. And this feels a bit silly, but what type of owls are there around you? And because it's the White Owl podcast, I like to just end with either an owl sound or a reflection from an owl.
I am not sure of the names. I know there's some little guys and then the bigger guys. I'll let you know.
What sound do they make, Jane? Can you remember?
Oh, I can't remember.
Yes. Owl medicine. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, thank you. Have a beautiful day. Stay cool in that lovely warm environment.
Thank you.